In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to automatically create items in a board, how to automatically create items in another board, and also how to automatically create items in another board and connect them to one another. By the way, if you'd like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, check out the link in the description below. We would absolutely love to help. Anyway, as you can see here, I'm inside of my example Monday.com system. Now, like I said, we are auto-creating items today. So let's begin with the basics. Imagine a world where I have an item here. This is very rudimentary, but based on a particular thing happening, let's say a priority change to critical or a drop down or a status change, I want to then automatically create another item. What we would do in this particular instance, and it's very, very simple, is we firstly need to define our trigger. So let's just say in this particular case, when the status of the priority column is equal to critical, then we want to create another item, which is, let's say, a critical item in the same board, but perhaps a different group or, a special name or just something relevant. And this could be for whatever reason. It doesn't, obviously, a priority column example might not be the most applicable one, but there are instances where you would want to do this. So automate, top right hand corner, we want to go to manage and then create automation. Now the trigger in this instance is when the status column changes to, and then the status changes to, and the priority column changes to critical, okay? Then what we are going to do is simply our action is create, if I could spell correctly without knocking the keyboard, create item. That's it. That's all we're going to do. So when priority changes to critical, then create the item. This item is going to exist on this exact same board. It's not going anywhere else. And then we can do whatever we want with regards to how we set up this particular item. So we can position it in a group of our choosing. You can see we've got two very sophisticated naming conventions for our groups. I'm going to go with the purple one. Then we can enter in the name. So this is critical task example. Very generic, but obviously you can call it whatever you want. We can also manually assign a person. So let's say it's always going to be Nick that's assigned this particular task. We have a status, so we can predefine the status. Date column doesn't work particularly well, although I am going to investigate this in another video, which is interesting because this could be very helpful. You can auto populate a text column. So example, text information. And then you can do exactly the same with the long text as well. So example, long text information. You can also, again, pre-populate the drop down. So let's say A8. And then if you want to, you can pre-populate the priority with this as well. Again, use case is different to what you would anticipate, but it is possible. So when priority changes to critical, then create an item, and these are all of the data points for that particular item. Now, the nice thing about this as well is you can do this multiple times. You're not limited to just one item. So if I then want to create another item as well, I can do. And in fact, you can create as many as you want. So you could then set up this automation, and every single time something happens, whether it's a button clicked, a numbers column changes, a status changes, whatever the case may be, then a series of items are going to be created in that particular board. And then all you need to do is press create automation. It's really that simple to begin with. Anyway, so now if I change the status to critical, that should trigger my automation to run, which it has done, create a new item in that other group, map the data points. You've got the drop down, the priority, we've got the person that's automatically assigned and everything else. So that is, in a nutshell, automatically creating items inside of Monday.com. Now you can use other things like, let's say, a button. You may not have used the button column before, but you have this special button column, and we can set up an automation. I believe that when the status, or when the button clicks, then we can create item. So all I did was create the button column, and it's taken me to this automation when I press setup, and then I can go ahead and I can enter in, so button pressed example item, or button clicked example item. We can assign the person. In this case, let's say it's going to be Alex, whatever else we want to do, priority column, whatever. So then we can go ahead and press create automation. Again, this can be done multiple times. You can have multiple items automatically populate. Another thing that is worth mentioning as well, and this applies to both the status and the button and any other trigger, is you can have filters. So when button clicked and only if, let's say, the status is equal to, and let's say in this case, the priority is equal to critical. So if the button is clicked and the priority is equal to high, then this particular item will not be created, but only if the priority is critical, then it will be. And then all you need to do is press create automation. So now let me just demo this for you. As you can see, the priority of this is, at the moment, critical. Let's change it to medium. So if I change this to, oh, I've got both selected, sorry about that. So let's say this, leave this one as high, right? So if I press this and it says click me, well, I don't know why that's worked, because it shouldn't have. Very interesting. Let's try that. If we go to automate again, where's that button? And only if priority is critical, then create an automation. Well, this could be interesting. Click, shouldn't create. In theory, shouldn't create, shouldn't create, shouldn't create. Maybe Monday just had a little bit of a moment there, bless it. Let's try this again. If we just go ahead and delete these two options, and then we will press. And actually, let me just make sure that we're putting it in the right group, because I don't want this to get overly, no, I'm glad, right? So it needs to go into that one there, and then just press update automation. So now, if I close this, I'm also going to hit refresh just to make sure Monday is not going to freak out again like it did a moment ago. No items in this group. If I click the button, nothing in theory should happen. An automation was completed, bottom right hand corner, but nothing has been created. But what we can do is if I then change this to critical, and then click the button, it matches the criteria which will automatically create the item. Oh, okay, that's the reason that has happened, is because the status changed to critical. Okay, fair enough. That might have been the issue that caused the other automation as well. Messing around, forgetting things. But, you know, you can automatically create items. So you can use buttons, status, you can use other triggers as well. So hopefully you are aware of how that works. The next thing that I would want to look at is how to automatically create an item in another board based on the same kind of triggers. So plus button, top left hand corner here, we're going to create a new board. This is going to be example board number 2, as we have fantastic naming conventions here. Privacy options I leave as main. Items is what we're managing. It doesn't matter, of course. This is going to be slightly more specific for your business, but you get the idea, right? So example board number 2 and example board number 1. What I want to happen is when the button is clicked, I want to automatically create a new item in example board number 2 and give it a fancy name. So I will go to automate, and then in this instance, we can either use the existing automation when button clicked, or we could create a new one. And I'm just going to turn these two off so we don't have a repeat last time. So we go create automation when, and then I'm just going to search button clicked. And then I'm going to select the button column that we have. Obviously, if your button column is named slightly differently, it's going to show differently. Then what we want to do is create item in board. Not this one, not this one. In board, the middle one, create item in board. Then we're going to select the board in which we are creating the item in. So it's going to be example board number 2. So I'm just going to search that. That's the only one we have with that ridiculous name. And then we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did in the previous automations. We're just going to map the data points that we want to map. Now, the nice thing about this is we can map data points from our existing board and existing item onto the new board and the new item that we're creating. So the name can come across, the person, the status, the date, but you don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. So to begin with, let's just go with example new item in board. There we go. Now, with the person column, you can only map from the person column on the current board. So I couldn't specifically say that it was going to be Alex that was assigned to this particular item on this new board. It would be whoever the person column is out as the owner or the person on the current board, which is a bit of a frustration. Status column, you can actually write in. So if the status is, let's say, AA, then it will automatically set as AA. And then the date column, you can't do anything about that either. So there are some limitations when you are creating an item in a new board, but nonetheless, I'm just going to press done and then create automation. So now, because this is the only automation on, and again, I'm just going to hit refresh so monday.com doesn't start going weird. What I will do is I will press click me, the button. What should then happen is our automation will run, creating a new item in this board here, mapping the status column because we wrote that in, and also example new item in board, as you can see here. So this is all pulled across really nicely. These were here before, by the way, just obviously when you create a new board, Monday feels a need to populate it or pre-populate it with some items. So there you have it. You can obviously add further data points. So if we then added, let's say, a priority column and also a drop down column and whatever else, and then go to our example board number 1, go to automate, change that automation, and then we can map additional data points. So now we've got those additional data points here. So we can say high for priority, drop down AA, or example option. Those data points are available. We can map data to them. You can also map data from the existing board. So if I wanted to map data from our current drop down onto our new one, where is it? There it is. I can do, and then I just press done, update automation. And now as many times as you press click me or whatever you call your button, I'll show you how to change it in a moment, it will continue to create items. So obviously our drop down didn't contain data. If I add that there, what we can also do on the button, by the way, is 3-dotted button, customize. We can change the text, we can change the name, we can change the color, we can change whatever we want. But also this applies for other columns as well. So if I then also want to do, let's say when status changes, let's say when the priority changes to critical in this particular instance. So exactly the same as we did in the previous version when we're creating an item on the same board, it'd be create item in board, and then we select the board being example board number 2, because we're currently in example board number 1, and then we would map again the data points in exactly the same way. Press done, create automation. I'm not going to go through it again, and then all we would do is change it from high to back to critical again. That will then trigger the automation. That should then in theory create a new item in our example board, and again the data points can be mapped accordingly. So we're creating items in our own board based on triggers. We're creating items in a different board based on triggers. The final, I don't know, version of this, I guess, I was looking for a French word, but is it piece de resistance or something? The finale, let's go with that, would be connecting or creating an item in board number 2 from a trigger in board number 1, but also then connecting the items to one another. Now, in order to do this, there is a critical component. We must have a connect boards column. So add column, search connect boards, and then all we need to do is set up our connect boards column, connecting example board number 1 to example board number 2. So select the board, example board number 2, and then all I implore you to do is set as a two-way connection. So just make sure you have that option ticked, and then just go ahead and press connect boards. Okay, so this now facilitates a connection between example board number 1 and example board number 2. I can now go ahead and manually connect this item to this item if I wanted to. If I go over to board number 2, you will see that that connection column has also populated on example board number 2. That is because we pressed the button create set as a two-way connection. If you do not press that button, this column on this board will not appear. Only the host board or one-way board or the where you started will have the connection. The other one won't. So that's why I encourage you, implore you, enforce you to press that button. I'm rambling. Anyway, so now we want to create an item on example board number 2, but also connect the new item to the item that caused or was the trigger. So automate, create automation. And then again, trigger options are entirely up to us. So let's start with the button option. So when button clicked, and we go when button clicked, then create item in board and connect boards. That is the one we're looking for. So if you just search create item, as we've done there, you usually have 3 options: create item in board, and create item in board and connect boards. We're after this one. So we need to firstly select the board that we're creating the item in. So this is going to be example board number 2. Select that, and then we need to set up the connection column. So because we've already just done the connection column, we just need to map it. So example board number 1 current to example board number 2 connection column. That easy. You can even do it the other way around if you want to. I would just do, current to number 2. Makes it very simple. And then all you need to do is exactly what we have done in the past, is set up the data points that we are mapping from the existing item to the new item in the new board. Only difference being there is also a connection being added as well, but this is fine for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and press done, create automation. Now, one thing I am going to do is turn off the existing automations that we have so it doesn't cause issues for us. So those now are both off. So if I now go ahead and press on, let's do this one here, click me, I've clicked it. That will then create a new item in example board number 2. In theory, which has done, and then you can see automatically that they've connected to one another. So if I then go to example board number 2, I can see that that new item is being created. The data points are mapped as per how we set it up, which in all fairness, we didn't set it up, but if we did, then it would map. but also the connection column has been created and the connection between the two items has also been created as well, which is exactly what we wanted to happen. And then we can go and mirror data points over from example board number 1 onto example board number 2 via mirror columns. So then we can mirror over, let's say, the person as an example. So person, you can mirror over whatever you like. It's entirely up to you. But also not just the button, but the status column as well. So to be thorough, I will show you that as well. So automate, create automation. In this case, it'll be when status changes. So when status changes to, or sorry, priority changes to critical. So exactly the same as we've been doing previously. Create item, and then the create item in board and connect boards is again what we're after. Firstly, we need to select the board. So it'll be example board number 2, and then we need to set up the connection. So current with this one. As long as you press set as two-way connection, this will be easy to do. And then create item. Again, map your columns, write your data points, whatever you want to add here. Then press done. Then press create automation. So that's that simple. And then what will happen is when the status changes to, if I change it from, and then change it to critical, that will then trigger another item to be created on example board number 2. And in theory, should also then add another connection, which it has done. So now we've got this +1 here. And if we go to example board number 2, that item has also been created. If I do exactly the same here on this other one, change this from high and then to critical again, it should do exactly the same thing. So create a new item on example board number 2, connect it, as you can see here, which it has done perfectly. So now we've got 3 items, 2 are connected to the same item on example board number 1, and 1 is connected to a different item on example board number 1. Okay, and the mirror columns, obviously, if I then add, let's say, Alex to, or let's say Sakil to this one, that will then mirror across, as you can see here. Very, very simple. Now, the final thing is what we've already discussed, just adding filter functionality. So if I go to automate, and then if I go to the button function, I can then add a filter to say when button is clicked, and only a status priority is equal to critical, then create an item. So if the status is not equal to critical, or the priority is not equal to critical, this is not going to run at all. I could click this a million times, and as long as Monday.com is working as it should, there should not be an item created in example board number 2. However, if I then change the status of this to critical, what will happen, because I've already got an existing automation set up, is it will create an item, then I press a button, then it create the other item. But if we go ahead and turn that off, so turn that one off there. So then I change this to critical, then, so that's not going to trigger anything because we just turn that automation off. Then I press click me, then the automation will run because it passes the criteria that have been established by me, moi. So should create a new item on that board, button, click the example item, which it has done. We can then click across and we can see that item has been created. Cool. So that is pretty much everything there is to know about automatically creating items inside of Monday.com on the same board, a different board, and then also connecting them to one another when the item is created on another board. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you would like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, we would absolutely love to help. All you need to do is click the link in the description below, book a time with me, we can have a chat, and then if you think we can help, we will help. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.